Hey everybody, what's going on? So, on March 26th, Avoiding the Puddle posted an article saying that basically Tekken 7 is not done yet. There's going to be a Season 4. They are continuing support for it, even up to 5 years after the release. You can check it out on the website if you guys want to read the full press conference or watch the video. But basically from that, I thought it would be a pretty fun idea just to tell my own thoughts of what I want for Season 4. Seeing as we are going to get stuff anyway, I'd like to just throw in my input. So, I've got a couple of things I want to mention. First thing that I want, first and foremost, is more stages. So, basically out of everything that we've gotten so far, like the replay feature, frame data, all that stuff's perfect. It's all in the game now. The thing I want most is more stages. So, we've got almost 50 characters now. I think more variety in stages is what we really need, and it would just freshen up the game a little bit. I mean, even if they just remastered old stages, I think I've spoken about this before in my old videos, but man, just give us more stages, like Electric Fountain, Moonlit Wilderness, any of these stages even remastered, even if they change nothing, would be perfect, man. I'd love to fight on these stages with Tekken 7 graphics. It just gives the game like a whole new feel with a new stage. Like playing on Cave of Enlightenment feels super cool. Like it feels like I'm on a new game. It's got floor breaks, wall breaks. Like always, interactions are welcomed. It gives depth to the stage and to the actual fight. Because obviously you're going to try and get to the wall, knock them off, get the combo extended, things like that. And it just looks great. Like the aesthetic of it with the new stage, always welcomed, and honestly probably my number one pick, even though these are not in any order. So the next thing I want to mention is a new mode. So if the game's going to keep going, I think the game needs a new mode, like team battle or something oriented with multiplayer. If they can't add that in, if they're not going to do that, if it's too hard, I don't know how it works, how you make stuff on the game, but if it's too hard, I would say more single player content that actually gives you customization rewards. So, you go through it and there's actually things that you can flex with online after completing the single player. Maybe make it like a hard mode, something really difficult. Tekken Force mode, something like along those lines. Something just worthwhile in the Tekken, in the single player aspect that can reward you with customization items. From history, I would say there's probably a very slim chance we're going to get anything single player wise. So if that can't be added, maybe just some extra customization items as it is. I know they have been adding them consistently, but I think there's just not enough actual items. They've been adding auras and special effects and things like that, but I think we need actual clothes and gear for the characters specifically, seeing as they only have like 3 or 4 things that are specific to them. And obviously Tekken Online is all about showing a bit of your flair and your style, so I think adding that in would be a huge benefit. Next thing I want to talk about, probably the most interesting point that I want to mention, I would like to call it ranked feats. So what I mean by that is, like, if you reach a certain rank, for example, then you get like a blue headband or like a blue like crown or something like that, something to show that you've actually reached that rank. I think it would give ranked an even more competitive feel, seeing as you can only get those rewards by reaching that certain milestone. Like, just imagine if you had to get like 1,000 perfects or 500 perfects and you can flex a massive diamond chain. Oh man, that would be the sickest thing ever, I reckon. It also like gives off the effect that, alright, this guy's actually pretty good. He's got 1,000 perfects. He must be a pretty decent player, and it gives you like that aura that like, you're a sick cunt. The next thing I want to mention, I don't know if this would be a good idea or detrimental, because I don't know how the whole ranking system works and all that stuff, but I think they need to add new ranks or something to achieve higher than what they've got, because all the people that are at Tekken Gold Prime now, they actually got nowhere to go. And like, I don't know about anyone else, but if I was at Tekken Gold Prime and all I can do is just verse someone to not go anywhere, like you don't gain any points or anything, like it sort of loses its, what's the word for it? like I would have no drive to keep playing, you know what I mean? Especially not ranked. Like, why wouldn't I just do player match? Because then there's no risk of losing my rank, and I'm already top rank, you know? So, I think, you know, if they made Galaxy Smasher Alpha Prometheus rank number 7, whatever they want to call the ranks, as long as there's progression, I think that's the main thing in this game that is going to keep it going. Because in my opinion, as soon as you feel like you've done everything in the game and you've got no motivation to do anything else in it, that's when the player base is going to start dying. And I feel like, you know, 5 years that the game's been out, it's pretty much at that point. So we need one extra push to keep the flare going, you know, keep that flame burning. Okay, and finally, I just wanted to mention characters. So obviously, I'm all for characters. Like, you know, I love anything extra they add to the game. Like fucking I've loved him since release. Like, I know he's still new, but super awesome design, perfect playstyle, gameplay. I love it. Like, even the extra things they've added, you know, the moves, that wall splat on block, all that kind of stuff, super cool. But yeah, to me, the characters weren't the forefront, but I will mention what characters I would like still, just quickly in passing. So, if you haven't caught my last video, I made it 1 year ago for the Season 3 wishlist. I had Ancient Ogre, Angel, Jinpachi, Bucky from, the Bucky series, and Yamazaki from King of Fighters. Now, pretty much that list still stands. What I would say is I still want Ancient Ogre. I reckon he's cool, but he'd need a full revamp of his moves, which I mentioned in that game. Angel, I honestly would probably swap her for Kunimitsu at this stage. I think she's more original. Jinpachi, I would love him to be in it still. Like, that's fine. Bucky, I don't think he needs to be in it because Fucking is pretty much like a giant roided up Bucky character. So that's, I don't think we need him anymore. And Yamazaki, of course, I would love him to be in it. But seeing as we're in the fourth season of the game, I think at this point, I could be wrong, but I think the guest characters would have to be really, really insane to bring the viewers, you know, in and keep the game popular. Or they'd have to bring back legendary legacy characters like the ones I mentioned. Those are my favorites anyway. And I think that, yeah, at this stage, I can't imagine them bringing 5 new characters, to be honest with you. There's already 49 or 50 or however many there is. I think that's just going to bloat the game. That being said, if they were to bring the characters, yeah, my top picks are Ancient Ogre and Jinpachi. And yeah, Kunimitsu or Angel, I'm not too fussed, but probably Kunimitsu more. And still, Yamazaki would be the absolute best guest character. In saying that though, if they were to add characters, I mean, I don't know how much longer they would last because we're literally towards the end of Tekken 7's lifespan. So, you know, I would hate for someone cool to come out and then we're switching to the next game. So, you know, with the reveal of the PS5 and all that stuff, I think we're looking at Tekken 8 in the next 2 years. But yeah, those are my picks for my Tekken 7 Season 4 wish list. I know they're a bit all over the place, but I hope you guys got the gist of it. Let me know in the comments what you guys want for Season 4. And until then, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy for now, guys. Peace.